He failed once, then again, and again, 100 times. Most people would have given up long before that, but not him, because deep inside he believed, one day, just one day, all these failures will mean something. This is the story of a boy who had every reason to quit, but one reason to keep going. And that one reason changed everything. His name was Arav, a simple boy from a small town. Dreams, big resources, almost none. He wanted to become a successful engineer, not for fame, but so his parents could finally live a life without struggle. Every morning, he'd wake up before sunrise, help his father in their small grocery shop, and then rush to school. His classmates had expensive books, private tutors, and fancy gadgets. Arav had nothing, except a second-hand notebook and a burning desire to change his life. He studied under streetlights when electricity failed. He worked part-time jobs just to buy old exam papers. He was the kind of boy who believed effort could beat luck, but life had other plans. When his final exams came, he gave it his all. Days without sleep, nights filled with hope. But when the results came out, he failed once, twice, 5 times, 10 times. People began to whisper, "He's not made for this. Maybe he should stop wasting his time." Even his relatives started saying, "Your son isn't capable. Let him do something small." Those words hurt. But what hurt more was seeing the silent pain in his parents' eyes. They never said it, but he knew. They were losing hope too. Still, Arav didn't stop. He said to himself, "Maybe the world is testing how badly I want this." He tried again and again. Each time the result was the same. Failure. Until one night, after his 100th failed attempt, he sat on the rooftop of his small house staring at the dark sky. He asked himself, "Why am I even doing this? Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm just not good enough." Tears filled his eyes. He had nothing left. No strength, no confidence, no direction. And that's when his father quietly walked up the stairs. He sat beside him and said softly, "Son, do you know what's special about rain?" Arav looked at him confused. His father smiled and said, "It falls again and again on the same ground. But it never stops until it brings life." Arav looked down, tears still falling. His father continued, "You've failed many times, yes, but the only time you'll truly fail is when you stop trying." That night, something inside Arav changed. He promised himself one last time, "But this time, I'll give it everything." He started again. This time, differently. He didn't just study harder, he studied smarter. He stopped memorizing and began understanding. He found free online lectures, borrowed books, and even started helping weaker students to revise his own concepts. Each failure had taught him something new. He was no longer afraid of losing. He was learning how to win. Months passed. The next exam came. When the results were announced, his heart was pounding so fast he could barely breathe. He opened the website, closed his eyes for a second, and clicked View Result. For a moment, he couldn't believe what he saw. He had passed. Not just passed. He had scored among the top students in his district. He screamed, cried, laughed, all at once. His parents couldn't hold back their tears either. For years, he had been the boy who failed 100 times. But today, he was the boy who finally made it. Later, when people asked him, "How did you manage to do it after so many failures?" he smiled and said, "I didn't fail 100 times. I just found 100 ways that didn't work, until I found the one that did." Years later, Arav became a respected engineer. He built projects that improved lives in his village. But what people admired most was not his success, it was his story. Because his story proved one thing: failure isn't the end. It's just the teacher that prepares you for your victory. So if you're watching this and you feel like giving up, remember Arav. Remember the boy who failed 100 times and still believed one success could change everything, because it can. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day your time will come. Just don't stop before it does. Sometimes it's the 100th try that changes your life forever. And if you felt something from this story, share it with someone who might be losing hope today. Because sometimes a small story can bring a big change in someone's life.